Let's hit it. Is no drops this episode. No drops this episode. No music straight off the muscle. Potting off the memory. You feel me? That's how we go. Neighborhood Ninjas, episode 62. Let's go. It's your boy, Lord Mac and have Mac with the gap, Mac with the strap. Turn your back, you will get clapped. I am the Mac. Daddy is father of the element, be your vessel. As we get into some anime gloriousness, some superhero gloriousness, and all that good fun stuff. You feel me? I am the Shinobi in the vest, and like always, play my drop, the West Coast Warlord. Yeah, yeah. Where we at, Turtle?
Yeah. Yep. It's your boy, Turtleneck the Visionary, getting the best anime text from the east to the west. You know, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. No music, no drops, but, you know, we got it.
Hey, man, we've been off for a little bit, so it's a little rusty out here. Trying to figure out these new programs and all that. They got new settings, new updates, but that don't matter. We here for the takes, for the drama, for the action. So while we was off, hella shit been dropping. Anime been going crazy. Dan to Dan, Gucci. How do you say that? Gucci comma?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I've been hella invested into new saga. I've been invested into the Water Magician. That's been stupid fire. Like real laid back but fire at the same time. Then we had Superman, Fantastic Four. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the nurse field, yo. Where are we gonna start off first?
Let's get the return of color in superhero movies. Let's get Fantastic Four and Superman out the way.
You know what it is? It's the return of color and the return of nice. Like it was overwhelmingly nice. We came from like real grit at the end of that phase 3, phase 4 Marvel got dark. DC Snyderverse was super dark and gritty. And we got this new flavor of bright colors and it's okay to be the nice guy type vibes out here.
And
honestly,
also, I feel like, yeah, and Marvel has done better with the unnecessary jokes. Forced jokes are gone.
Forced jokes are gone. I just watched Thunderbolts the other day. It wasn't worth me seeing in theaters, so I wasn't mad at that. But it was decent. It was good. And it was no forced jokes. It wasn't no Thor Ragnarok or Thor, what was one of the other kids got all the superpowers?
Love and Thunder was the bad one.
Love and Thunder, my God. You couldn't pay me to watch that shit again.
No.
So yeah, Fantastic Four was really fresh. It was really fresh. I had super high hopes for this. I was slightly disappointed. Because I feel like the ending was a little bit anticlimactic. But you know what I mean? It was still good. It was like, it felt like a really long intro. Like a perfect intro, but really long intro.
I mean, I feel like I was happy that they did we didn't have a 30-minute origin story. We already know what the Fantastic Four are. They gave us the boom, 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 bam bullet points at the beginning. I do like it. I do feel like some of the arguments should have lasted longer between Sue and Reed, but I do like the relationship dynamic they went with.
I love it. I love it. I love, if we recorded this the day I watched Fantastic Four, I would have had a different take on it. I would have been a little bit more disappointed in Reed Richards and a little bit more disappointed in the Human Torch. But I've changed that whole thought process. Because I was thinking we were going to get more Doom, and this was going to be like a half step into the Avengers Doomsday movie. But it doesn't seem like that at all. And I took a step back from my disappointment with Pedro Pascal as Reed, because, you know, from Reed comics and the lore and all that, he's like the super mastermind, knows everything. I gotta do this. My arch enemy, I gotta beat him. But maybe this is just him before any of that shit happens. He has to grow into that. They probably don't want to replicate another Tony Stark, want to go a little different route. And so I was probably anticipating more Tony Stark, in which they're not really willing to give that at the moment. You feel what I'm saying?
Reed and Tony Stark aren't really like the same type of person.
No, but like the more like who Tony. All right, so Tony wasn't the same Tony from Iron Man 1. You feel me? Tony had to go through some losses to when to him taking control and being the actual de facto leader. And so I think very different character, but I think that it's gonna have to take them losing their world, which I still think they'll lose their universe to come into our 616 universe, and maybe some losses to Doom to have Reed become the more controlling brain that he's supposed to be in the world. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be they're gonna loosely do the secret. Well, I mean the Secret Wars and Battle World. It looks like they go in that direction with Franklin and the incursions.
I would have gave that baby up. Gave that baby up. What is you talking about? But I love that they're making decisions that I can't. That's why y'all the heroes.
That's why they're the Fantastic Four family, the
The
first
first family,
family.
man. First family. I fuck with it. I really loved it. I love the fact that they put Sue as the real leader of this shit. Bad bitch in charge, and she got the shit done, and she held the family together.
It's normally what happens. Reed just a smart nigga. I got the plans, but Sue is usually like the
Yeah, she definitely the glue. I think she was perfect, and she looked fucking great. I loved every part of it. I loved their intimacy as well. They showed like the real loving, like husband wife scenes and shit like that. Like it was dope. It was a really good feel good film for sure.
They showed the power of Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That just didn't disappoint. I know a lot of people was hating on that, but I loved I forget what her name was, Shiera or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit hit, and the actor is fucking great. I love her in Ozark.
She fucking. It took off at like light speed. It was like, yeah, they can't catch us. And she said, yeah, all right.
That say less. Power cosmic, baby.
First off, they dropped her in a black hole and said she'll get out in maybe like a month. Like, first off, they dropped her in a black hole and she was like, I'm gonna get out.
Instantly. She didn't need no calculations or nothing.
Okay, so cool. So like, they're showing how actually, I'm like, maybe people don't really understand how shrugging off a black hole, how strong you gotta be to just be like falling into a black hole. But that was fire.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. I did appreciate Galactus. I wasn't sure how that was really gonna go, but super phenomenal job, especially compared to the OG, not even the OG, but the one we grew up on, like 2002 or something like that. That was phenomenal. I thought it was great.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was gonna go there, which would be crazy if they really went there. I thought they was gonna end up just holding up Franklin, and Franklin was gonna use his powers to like teleport Galactus away.
I thought something like that would happen as well. I'm not mad at Sue saving the day. But it just, the way she just pushed him in, I was just like, you could have made it a little more flavorful. You know what I mean? A little more sauce into it.
I mean, one of the times they defeated the first time they defeated Galactus, they just upped the ultimate nullifier, and he said, "Oh nah," and peaced out.
Yeah, I saw comic strips and all that. This is how it happened in the comics. But I wanted to be visually like, boom, this was supposed to be like a little bit more oomph into it.
Push. I was like, okay, can't really do much. And Sue is like that strong.
She is. I ain't holding nothing back from the lady. I
like it. But I don't really have big complaints about it. It was
no,
good.
I don't have. It was solid. Superman. Now Superman was a whole different story, bro.
Superman was a complete jump up in the DC world.
God damn.
We bite,
bro.
DC back.
We bite. Do you remember all the shit I talked about of Henry Cavill being the ultimate Superman and this Snyder? We need the Snyderverse. We need Snyder in this shit. Bruh, get that shit the fuck out of here. Every single take I said about that is in the garbage, bro. This is it. This is Superman.
People and actually seeing him save people.
My God. And feel. The way that scene that Superman had with Lex Luthor when he screamed at a nigga like, yo, I'm human, dog. Where is my fucking puppy? Like, that's the Superman we need.
I saw a meme that was funny. He was like, if you really think about it, Superman was really trying to save the world and Lex from Supergirl. Because if she had came back and found out that her dog was fucked up,
GG.
because you see how she loved her dog, you
She
see
came
why he was
home
such a
drunk.
badass dog.
She came home drunk. All right. First of all, if
First
she
off,
came home and that dog was not running up to her, was not in the house,
mm-hmm,
oh, it'd been problems. There would have been no
that
Lex
was a
Force.
bad. But you also see why he's a bad boy. She got them slamming her into the ground. She just laughing and giggling.
Yo, bad dogs got bad owners, nigga. That's it boils down to that. No, but like I swear to God, bro, like even from the suit, from the haircut, bro, the way that his mannerisms, and I even watched an interview. He was just watching Christopher Reeves movies over and over and over again, trying to nail this shit down. This is the best Superman ever. And I can say that. I'm sure somebody a generation before me would say Christopher Reeves is the best. But that should look trash when I watched it. But it was that
Right.
feeling. It was that feeling though, and that perfect feeling of Superman that like I'll say I got mixed up with this when it came to the Zack Snyder shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us growing up, and maybe not you, I don't think you did, but a lot of us see this ultimate being and it's like, why isn't he just walking around just slapping niggas? You can't touch me. That's the attitude you would have. But that's not actually Superman. Superman is the one that has the most restraint in the whole universe. He wants to be understood more than anyone else. No matter how much he isn't human, he is human because he grew up on this fucking planet. He has much right to this planet as anybody else. He's just that nigga. So it's his job to hold back at any given moment. I fucking thought it was phenomenal. Fuck all the fans that watched this shit and said Superman was weak and got his ass whooped. That's what the fuck Superman's supposed to do. He's supposed to get his ass whooped and then rack it up just one notch just to beat you, and that's it. I
I'm
don't even want to fight
confused.
you,
They
dog.
said Superman was getting beat up by a Superman clone
By a clone? Like, yo,
with the
we
same
saw this,
powers, and he was getting help from Lex Luthor, who studied
like,
him for 8 years. He was predicting all his moves. Like how in the moment that he stopped getting those moves, Superman started whooping his ass.
bruh. The crazy part is niggas called this Superman weak when he was holding up them folks in an anti-matter stream
Yeah, the
being
anti-proton
sucked
river.
into a black hole.
Yeah,
Weak?
the thing that just deleted people. Mr. Terrific said it would just obliterate us.
Weak, bro? What are we talking about?
Also, he pushed out of a black hole by just
Come on, dog. You know how hot your breath gotta be? Oh no, how cold your breath gotta be to blow out of a black hole, dog? Come on now. It's
how
such
strong.
light.
No, how cold, how strong you got to be to push away from a black hole.
Crazy.
Also, that's like 10 minutes away from being kryptonite poisoned for like a day. He was still like weak.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I know this
Yeah,
is
all
a
right.
Superman
This
movie.
Superman weak.
I know it's a Superman movie, but yo, Guy Gardner,
Dope.
hot girl. Oh my God, Isabella, girl. Her name is Isabella in real life. That's the actor's name that played hot girl.
I think so.
Oh my God, stop it, stop it.
Also, you know how people always be talking about in other superhero movies after they start building a universe, how come such and such they'll never come help? We saw in real time my answer to that. That nigga Superman was stressed. And right outside the window was niggas fighting a whole dimensional imp. And he gave near a fuck. That nigga said, yeah, they out there fighting a dimensional imp. They got it, though.
They got it.
I'm sad.
Yo, Lois is looking out the floor to ceiling windows like you're not gonna help them? Nah, they got it. We
They got
talking,
it.
babe. Babe, we
Like
got
right now, I
stuff
had a
to
rough
talk
day
about.
right now.
I
I'm
had a
going through
rough
some
day. I need you to rub my shoulders and relax, baby. Close the door. I need you to rub my shoulders and console me right now. They got that
right.
interdimensional kaiju destroying the fucking buildings. If it gets close, I got it. But talk to me, baby.
And this is exactly what superheroes be doing. They be going through shit. That's why they can't be there all the time.
That was a great fucking scene. It was such a perfect marriage of Clark Kent in Superman costume. Like we
Yeah.
never got anything like that with Zack Snyder.
And also, when did Jimmy Olsen have hoes?
When did Jimmy Olsen have hoes? Yo,
Like, I mean, not just like one or two. I mean, that nigga got a 10 out of 10 roster. No, no misses.
all right. If we're counting the eligible bachelors in the universe, Lex Luthor gotta be like top 5, right? For him to
No,
have
Lex Luthor just is $1 billion. He was throwing holes in the goddamn dimension for breaking up with him.
okay, but I'm saying for
That's not P.
Jimmy to reluctantly take away one of Lex's hoes and give him all the secrets, we gotta throw some gunshots for that man. Like, pew pew. He was that nigga, man. But
It
fuck all
was
that.
one night he was ready.
Fuck all that. We're gonna get to Guy Gardner. We're gonna get to Hot Girl Isabella. Shout out to our Latina queens out there. Mr. Terrific, bro. Mr. Terrific, dog.
He was cold. He was cold.
Oh, the coldest brother with no fucking fade. Just
That
straight
scene was
bro.
dope as fuck. Yeah, with the fro.
With
Represent with the
tough.
fro.
Yo, I got the Mr. Terrific leather jacket saved in my Amazon cart right now. Okay.
Yeah, I need that jacket. That shit tough as fuck.
That shit tough, nigga. That action scene was fucking dope. It was awesome to see, man. Gunn did a perfect balance of the comedy that he did with Guardians of the Galaxy and just these new characters, this new found family. Like Gunn always does found family characters that come together to be family. He does that shit perfectly. And this new found family in DC.
The Gun Universe, the Creature Commandos Fire, Peacemaker Season 2. Oh, let's switch into that. Peacemaker Season 2. Another thing that's been good so far.
Yes, good.
I really forgot that Peacemaker was by.
That nigga try. He just try everything.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh yeah, he's bi. It wasn't even shocking. It just was like, oh yeah, he is bi. I forgot about it.
Bruh, no, it was shocking. And you know, it's funny. I'm glad I had an argument with my girl that night when I watched it because
That shit was
that
fun.
orgy scene, I was like, yo, it was a little much. I was like, all right, it's like 6 dicks in the camera, right? I ain't never seen that many dicks on the screen at the same time.
I watched, bro. Like I said, bro, if you watch Spartacus, bro, you should not be fazed by any sex scene on TV.
Well, I'm always gonna be shocked when I see dicks on the screen. To the day I die. I'm sorry.
Spartacus is just like, all right, bro, it's whatever. Let's go ahead, get this scene over with.
First of all, where are your parents? You shouldn't. When Spartacus came out, we was like in like 6th grade, bro. Why was you watching Spartacus
I
on
was not in the
HBO?
10th grade when Spartacus came out.
It was a long time ago, though.
I think I was in maybe going into high school.
Was that high school?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh
was
no,
like
I feel like I was in
2010.
middle school, dog. Maybe
Nah, that was like 2010. I think that shit started.
2010. No way, because I graduated high school in 2010.
Around there.
Well, a lot of shit has happened, but that orgy scene was crazy. All right, so we can pivot off of Superman. I'm sure everybody that's watching this has seen Superman already. We all love it, so we don't got to deep dive into it. Peacemaker is really fucking good. It's going in a different direction than I thought it would. I thought that Gunn, and I guess this was the easy way. I thought that Gunn would use the new dimension to like change the DCU shit, and like they're gonna go to this new dimension. This is what the new DC universe is.
Nah,
Yeah, so
they're gonna the thing is to bring it back to the universe. But I like how it's not a big deal how we're doing multiverse now. It's not like they're not making a big deal out of it. It's like a main plot point anymore.
okay, so
Both of
you realize not once has multiverse been mentioned, and I think they learned that. Go ahead.
Because it's like all 3 recent things have had multiversal stuff in it, but it's never been like a big deal about it.
Yeah, I think they learned that the Marvel audience is tired of that a little bit.
Yeah, it's not, it doesn't need to be a plot point.
Yeah, so don't make that a plot point. Just say pocket dimension. You know what I mean? Like keep it light. Like let's not confuse everybody and make them overwhelmed with this is a whole new universe type vibe. So I like that. Keep it more centered, a tad bit more grounded.
Nah, they
But
said
that's
it was a different reality because they said it's just a bunch of shared reality. It's a shared pocket dimension with a different realities and
but
universes.
they keep it shared. They keep it more close together instead of saying it's complete multiverse type thing. I think the wording is very key to the audience and to like how we feel about it.
Also, something I like. We left Superman, but it was hella casual how he just slipped in on like, yeah, I recreated the Big Bang and made a pocket universe. He just said that shit, and niggas just kept walking in the conversation like that was normal.
I mean, we walk by the monkeys as bots on Twitter, bro,
Like, oh
which
no,
was
yeah,
fire.
that like that's pretty much stupid people. But nah, he just was like, "What you mean you recreated the Big Bang, huh?"
We have nuclear fusion, dog. Is that
That's
nuclear
not
fusion?
nuclear fusion. That's a whole different level. The Big Bang.
You would have to no, but you would have to create fusion, which is like impossible in real world right now.
You can do nuclear fusion is closer, nigga. Big Bang is like shit with black holes and like quasars exploding and nebulas smashing together.
Yeah, well, I'm been a while since I looked at this, but I'm pretty sure like that would be on a large, not large, but like astronomical, whatever that word is. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
about to
what he
debate
said.
that.
Doc, I just because I just watched the movie recently. I just bought it and I just watched it the other day. Feeling like Mr. Terrific said, if he had been like even the smallest amount off, the Earth would be a black hole. So like, yeah, that nigga was doing some different type of maths.
X.
Like, I mean, the Big Bang started the universe, and he said, "I did that. I recreated that part." I'm like,
Where?
I'm like, all right, Lex. All right, I guess niggas just not gonna say nothing about that. I was like, okay, cool.
But you know what? We need that. I think we got into a place with superhero movies that
We're at that level where we can say that comic book level shit.
we can say that comic book level shit and just keep walking. We don't need an expose, 5 scenes explaining exactly how this scientific thing worked. I think we learned from a lot of Marvel movies that we don't actually need those details. Does it work? Okay, cool.
I think we're past the point of shit have to be like super grounded. Like both of these movies had niggas flying away from black holes, and like it's like we at that point we can show the like real super they can bring Hawk back now, and they can make him like strong. You don't have to worry about we can't make Hawk. We don't have to nerf Hawk like the way they did.
Nah, Marvel's still too pussy. They had the chance with Red Hulk, and they still let Falcon walk him down. So not Falcon. Let me not be disrespectful to our black Captain, not black Captain, Captain America, not black Captain America, Captain America. Let's not put that
Happened.
caveat in there.
It's happened before. I mean, Hawk.
I mean, yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It was a cool movie. I'm mad
I'm
at.
just saying we can bring back. We can start doing like real shit like Warbreaker Hawk and shit like that.
We could
I mean,
if they.
Sentry was literally turning niggas in.
Did you like Sentry?
I like Sentry.
I think I would like Sentry more if it wasn't 3 super soldiers and 2 secret
He definitely,
agents.
definitely who he was fighting wasn't a good fight. But even if that little fight, like that little fight scene, he did like at least about 17 different superheroes' powers.
Oh, he did. Like he had the
Warp.
heat vision. They didn't even show like the heat vision. It was just like quick. I guess that's more realistic of what
The
heat
gun
vision
just
would
melted.
be. Just melt in front of your fucking face. He had
He
telekinesis,
warped
super
reality.
strength flight. Yeah, reality warping. Yeah, he's that nigga. So just to step back to Thunderbolts. Because of how crazy Sentry is, and I do know in the comics that Sentry fought all the niggas a long time ago before he actually like became involved with the Avengers, but he wiped their minds. I wonder if there'll
Yeah.
be a retcon of all that.
No, they probably. I mean, that depends on what story they want to do. because the only thing they really did was, I mean, they kept the origin stories where he's a crazy drunk. I mean, he's a crazy drug addict. That is like same. And then,
Yeah,
the experiment.
and it's
He,
Disney. You can't have drug addicts.
yeah, I'm surprised they said this shit about the meth and all that stuff. Also, that scene where when they was going through the mine and that nigga was in a ticket suit whooping their ass with the sign, that was funny.
That
He
was
was like,
hilarious.
I was on meth. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't think they was gonna put that in. That was fire. They snuck
That
that
was
one in.
funny.
Yeah, that was heat.
But yeah,
That was
I
heat.
like it though. I like how they changed up. It's not just we've been getting different final battles. It's not just giant beam in the sky, like same versus same. Like Sentry, like one of the times they defeated Sentry was like talking to his inner side and like getting him to take over from the void. I was like, okay, I like the difference we're getting in final battles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can't always have. You know, as a textbook example of when you don't need the big battle, WandaVision. And I hate
Hmm.
I keep going back to Marvel, but it's just so much Marvel out there. It's like the example for everything. But Marvel Vision, I mean WandaVision was the most perfect superhero television show until the last episode where it became a CGI battle. And I was like,
Hmm.
that's just not where it should have ended. You know,
Yeah, yeah, it's too. Yeah.
it was
Also,
still
I mean,
good.
shit, Superman wasn't even like, oh, big destroy the city. Like he was fighting a lot of people with similar power, but even then, the fight was unique and different.
Yeah,
He wasn't just punching people through buildings and shit like that. Like he had to defeat the nano machines in his mouth with the flying high and coming down.
that was
The
heat.
double team with crypto on all them niggas. That shit was fire.
And if I'm looking at the perfect world and hindsight is 2020, yeah, we had to have an era of superhero battles where everything was just larger than life, CGI, explosions, laser eyes, and shit like that. But now that we got that out the way, it can make room for all the other stories that exist in comics and cartoons. It doesn't always have to end like that. So now we can
Yeah,
have those different type of endings. And even
we
if
don't.
the audience is smaller nowadays, and we've seen it like the box office worldwide, it's not like it was 10 years ago. But that's okay. Like this, we can still have solid and even better storytelling than just flashy exposés of powers and explosions.
I
I'm
think we're
with it,
going to
man.
get more stories like Logan, like more kind adoptions of comic book stories like Logan, where it's not just we don't have to devolve to giant beam in the sky with the army coming through, which was a lot
Facts.
of the movies, which was Man of Steel, Justice League, most of the Marvel movies after a certain point.
Yeah.
But now, like, we getting real difference in stories.
Before we get out of superheroes, let me ask you, do you think James Gunn is going to get tired? And I know this question is early, but I got to bring in some questions and throw some shit at the wall. I was watching and this was confirmed to me because I be following other people that follow this genre. But the second episode of Peacemaker, and I forget the actor. He's a really good actor, a black actor, agent that came in to supervise watching Peacemaker.
Hmm.
Those bird jokes, I was just like, this is, and like, I can't tell the difference between what the size of a bird is and what the difference of a bird is. And it was like such a long running joke. And I was wondering, James Gunn has been working nonstop, like no off time, no time with the family, project to project to project from Superman, Peacemaker, Commandos, Supergirl, and I think he's working on the next one without having a break. And you're being the head guy, you're also writing, you're also directing and producing all of it. Do you think that he could be stretched thin with his style of comedy? Like, I'm like, I wonder if it's going to start landing a little bit flat because I feel like in that second episode, the comedy was like, it
You
was a
didn't
good
like
episode.
the bird thing wasn't supposed to be like it was meant to be like a stale thing.
It was really stale though.
that was the point. That's why his story sounded like bullshit about like his threesome until like he kept going. He was like, nah, this is the best thing ever. I'll never forget it. It was the greatest day of my life. I was like, okay, okay, that's just like a type of character they're doing. Whereas one of those people who's like, he's cringy. Like you can like that's the type of character that is.
Yeah. No. I mean, well, yeah.
That's like
He
he was like
walked in,
said the Pokemon joke. So it's like, oh, okay. Like this the type of character this dude is. Like that asshole dude.
and I get it. I get it. I get it. But it was a thought. Could it run dry of you not having any other writer that has more control, and you're doing all this yourself of 4 projects straight, no time off, no outside interference to, like even with potting, like you need to go outside to get new perspectives and like change and like see different things and all that type of stuff. I trust in Gun though. I trust in Gun, but just throwing that out there. I just say the last thing before we guys, but one more thing. They mentioned Gotham and Superman and Peacemaker. They mentioned Bloodhaven. They mentioned something else Batman related. Is this pressure on Matt Reeves? Like, bro, and the rumors are that there will be a Batman introduced in Supergirl. Like, okay, Matt, you got to put your movie out. It's been 6 years, dog. Like, what's up? James Gunn, I done gave you time. You ain't did nothing. Is you going to put out a Batman or not? Because I am. It's coming. Yeah, I don't think they're going to put him out at the exact same time. So either Matt Reeves has to put his shit out fucking now or it's not going to happen. Or we got to get rid of Robert Pattinson. And it's a far memory. And I love Robert Pattinson's Batman, but it's not coming out at the same time as James Gunn Batman. It's not. I think that's him putting pressure, dropping them jewels and name dropping characters and cities. Like, hey man, Batman's coming, bro.
I think you're underestimating the popularity that is Batman. That's like if the next Spider-Verse movie came out along with the what's the new one called?
No Way Home? No.
Yeah, if the new Spider-Man movie, if the new live action and the Spider-Verse movie came out on the same day, it's not gonna affect neither one of them sales. Both of the movies gonna get saw 1,000,000,000 times.
No, that's completely different.
No, it's not. It's the same with Batman. I mean, if it's 2 different Batman movies, both Batman movies gonna get seen. It might be a marketing thing.
Well, 2 reasons that it's completely different. Number one is animation, one is live action. And I know the same audience will go out to see it, but it creates a separation between the two. And number two, it's 2 complete different companies that halfway don't fuck with each other. Sony reluctantly fucks with Disney. Sony don't give a damn. We need this. This is the only thing that's keeping the lights on. We're going to put this Spider-Man out no matter what. And we're not allowing you to use Miles Morales for another fucking 15 years. So they're going to use that. There's like, we're not in the same lane. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Y'all do what y'all do. We're 2 separate companies. With DC, James Gunn is the head. And he's looking down at Matt Reeves like, yo, get your shit out, dog. Because when I start, it's going to be a wrap. And I just can't see, they have Clayface movie coming out in a couple years. I can't see Clayface coming in. I can't see the Nightwing movie that's rumored to come out coming in. And we're going to have a whole Batman universe. And then Matt Reeves is doing this on the side. I don't think they're going to go at the same time. Matt Reeves got to start his shit and finish it.
Rumors. We gotta stop waiting on what's confirmed.
I mean,
The only thing we know is that Clayface is coming out.
It's confirmed.
Yes, we only like rumors ain't gonna do shit because shit changed every day, and also Sony made a partnership with Marvel because their live action movies with Andrew Garfield were starting to go down the drain. It wasn't till Sony partnered back up with Marvel that the Tom Holland Spider movies, when those started coming out, that they are seeing a back super profit in Spider-Man movies.
I mean, They
They
was
were
in
about to
court,
lose it with Andrew Garfield.
but with the Tom Holland Spider-Man, they was in court, dog. It was a fight. It was what 2 year, 3 year fight in court over Tom Holland Spider-Man to be introduced into the Marvel universe. Like they understand the game, but at this point they don't have Venom no more. Craven tanked. Spider Woman tanked. They don't have nothing else. We're gonna do what the fuck is necessary to that they're gonna do what they want to do at this point. All we have now is Tom. So they don't really give a fuck what Marvel got going on. It'll be interesting to see how long that partnership goes along if Tom comes back into Marvel movies, honestly.
Tom is going to be in Marvel movies.
In the Doomsday, yes, but there's gonna be three, it's another trilogy. That's gonna span for the next 2 years between each movie. That's a long time. Like, well, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of shit can change. A lot of shit can change. We'll see what happens. It's all up in there. That's big business over there. But it's in good hands. It's in good hands. I'm waiting till after all that shit's done, Marvel's still cracking, and we get Miles Morales in.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll wait for confirmed shit. I'm tired of rumors.
I mean, I don't take every rumor and talk about it, but it's just certain ones that when I see people that know writers and know executives in these companies, that those are the ones I pay attention to. Like when I hear a Van Lathan, when he speaks about those rumors, I know he's in those rooms with the writers. I know he's on text and basics with those executives. When I hear like, just other people like that, I take some of those rumors a little bit more seriously. I hear there's gonna be 16. We gonna get out of superheroes one day. I hear there's gonna be it's either 12 teams in Doomsday and Secret Wars. 12 teams of superheroes and or villains and all that together. There's gonna be some shit going on, bro. Niggas is dying.
We'll see when we see a trailer.
Hey, I'm gonna love every part of it. I know this is gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be crazy. Outside of that, we can go ahead and segue from one side of the nerdverse to the other side of the nerdverse to some anime, dog. Where we want to start? We want to start with black people.
Gachi Akuto.
How did you say that?
Gachi Akuto.
Hold on, I'm gonna clip that up. I'm gonna send that to because I was having a conversation about the pronunciation of just today. But yo, this is such. All right, it's a good anime. Just the involvement of two dope ass black characters in a span of 8 episodes, it puts this on a GOAT level tier that in the nigga sphere, in the blurred sphere, we're gonna fuck with. It's gonna be forever goated, bro. We're gonna forever fuck with this. Because they got the hair right, they got the swag right.
I don't be in none of these conversations.
Oh man, bro, the lingo. You probably ain't watch it in dub. The English dub is heat. And I watched it in both. I had to switch. I wanted to check. Nah, homie that does what's his name, Jabber Wobber, with the dreads, and his voice actor. Apparently, I got put on game. He's done so many black characters throughout the years. He's like that nigga apparently when it comes to voice acting for black men. He's really that guy. I didn't even know. But he's done a phenomenal job, and his voice acting was amazing. I fuck with it. I loved it. And we just got introduced in this latest episode of the leader of the cleaners, and that's another nigga with some braids and shit with the good shape up in the back and the tats and flowing. And they got the baggy clothes and everything. I fuck with every part of this anime. It's just dope as hell. And it gets better and better every episode.
Yeah, Gachi Akuto is fire. I love the show.
You said you read this one?
Yeah, I read this one. I
It's
gotta
still
catch
ongoing?
up. Yeah.
It's still ongoing.
It's
How far along is it?
I think they're on like 170.
So in anime season terms, what are we looking at?
I don't know how long this season is.
All right. So we on episode like what, 7, 8?
Yeah. I think so.
So if there's 12 episodes in this season, where does this place us in the manga? Like how many volumes or chapters?
They only did like really the first arc, which is, well, it's still technically in the first arc, I guess. Because fighting with Jabba, yeah, this is the first arc, not the major arc. This is like a introduction. Because the next arc is when they actually start figuring out some stuff. I think this might be chapter
It's around like 20?
around no higher than 2330.
Okay, okay. So if we're saying that, then that means like 12 episodes could be around 25, 30 chapters. You said it's 120 out. Okay. So we got at least a good 3, 4 seasons so far.
Yeah.
Depending on how they animate it, they could change, fast forward, rewind, all that type of shit. Okay, I'm fucking with it. As long as I get good three
Think about the
episodes, three
newer
seasons.
anime, they go on break, so they don't really have to add much to it anymore.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing anymore.
It's good. I like it. That means it's less fluff, better quality, and better pacing. If One Piece didn't have to be on every year, the pacing would be different. I mean, every week, the pacing would be different.
Oh yeah, for sure. They still operating like it's 2022. I mean 2002.
If Naruto didn't have to be on every day, it wouldn't had that 2 year span of filler when it was in the trees.
Let me ask you this. I got into an argument based off a video that some content creator had made. Out of the big three, do you think any of them would survive in today's animation style, like output style of like nowadays we get the 12 or we get the 24. If we had 12 or 24 with Bleach, or we had 12 or 24 with One Piece, or 12 or 24 with Naruto, would it last as long, or would it hit the same way? Would it become the big three if it had to operate in today's age? In my opinion, I was like, Naruto definitely yes. You can look to the example of Black Cloak. It could do the exact same thing today. Bleach, I wasn't so sure of.
You
They
mean
did have.
nigga
Go ahead.
is out currently in today's format and is doing amazing.
I'm saying if it hit today in 2024, 2023, would it resonate with us the same way?
Yeah.
With the masses, not you, the masses.
Yeah, I mean, Bleach has gotten a bunch of new fans from the 1,000 Year Blood War, not just us old fans who've been waiting 12 years.
What
Bleach
about
has
One
already
Piece?
proven that it will keep going to the point where they're talking about animating the Hell arc.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Half of the shows that's out now was inspired from the big three. The big three would cook now. That means we get Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece with better animation and less filler because of better scheduling. Better pacing and no filler because of better scheduling. Do you know how much
Okay,
more fire that his shows would be? That means
but
the
if they
one
put
thing,
it
the
out
one
the
of the
exact
biggest
same
complaints
way,
people had
though.
about Bleach is the first arc was mostly filler. For like the first 25 episodes of Bleach is like filler shit. That means it
No, but
would get
that's what
none
I'm
of that,
saying.
and it would
If
get
they
straight
put it
to
out
the
the
soul
exact
side
same
arc.
way, I'm saying they put it
Huh?
out the exact same way. If the episodes go the exact same way and are out today, do they get the chance of the second and third season?
Yeah, because because people are still discovering Naruto now and going back.
I mean, I got a little bit. You gotta talk about a little bit of the fact that we look at those three as the fathers of modern day anime, and a lot of niggas like, oh, shit, this is where this comes from. I gotta go watch that. We gotta go back to that. We gotta go see this. And that's a part of the reason why a lot of people go back. New anime watchers are going back to it. If the big three didn't exist and they came out today as new properties and were dropped the exact same way with the exact same filler arcs, the exact same fluff, like would it still resonate? Would it still be given a chance in the next season?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. Cool.
It always gonna cook.
Always gonna cook. For
Nothing
facts.
that nothing that inspired the next generation is ever gonna like fail. Mm. Half the shows that's out now is based on those. That's like people want to swear up and down about like the reference like the influence like shit like JoJo. Like I'm not even gonna say like Dragon Ball Z, JoJo's,
But you can't say
Yu
that
Yu
because Dragon Ball
Hakusho, and like
failed.
Kintro. Some of these old shows they don't even realize how much influence them shows have on current shows
Okay, but I'm saying
to
that
this
for a
day.
reason because like Dragon Ball failed 3 times until it reached a foothold in America. And
Dragon Ball has not once failed ever.
no, but it literally did. It was taken off, brought back, taken off, brought back. And what was it? Because I read an article, I was watching all this other shit, but it did fail in the marketing aspect of coming to America. Shout
That's
out to
here.
Eddie.
I'm never speaking on America I'm never speaking from anime on the Western sense. Because half the time we don't even be like appreciating anime or
We
fucking
don't
with half the
appreciate
shit that
shit. Look, there's this person at my job, and I got some Funko Pops at my desk, and then we was talking, and then we got to talking about what anime they should watch because they don't really watch anime. Some things here and there. It's talking about free rent. I was like, fuck yes, dive into it, Shin. And then there was like, my brother-in-law, he was trying to get me on solo leveling. And I was like, fuck no, bro. Go free rent before you go solo leveling. I say that to say this. Free rent is, by all standards, a more phenomenal anime from writing, nation, just character development, which is period, than solo leveling. But the type of audience that the Western Hemisphere is on is solo leveling, fights. I don't care about nothing else. Hands, art style, and explosions. And that shows from solo leveling winning anime of the year over free rent. Like that is a part of what makes anime worldwide popular, what America and Canada is fucking watching. And we're more into high paced, hitting, are they throwing hands first episode or not?
well that's more of a short attention span thing. Cause even with Solo Leveling, the one episode where they wasn't fighting was the worst reviewed episode.
And I thought it was absolutely terrible.
Say what?
I thought it was absolutely terrible. Not because
What
it was
was
a bad
terrible?
episode of anime. I think it was silly. Silly in the fact that, and yes, I'm about to be Mac right now. Silly in the fact that we had a whole season of no character development. Same guy. We had a series of no emotional depth. And then in one episode, we're supposed to pretend like I give a fuck about this nigga's tears, about where this nigga comes from, about his mom and all that type of shit. Girl, he's crying for 1 second. Like, bro, you didn't give me any of the groundwork to prepare and to attach to this character anyway. It was mid. Like, not even mid, trash. Not even trash, non-existent. And you just throw that in there, and I'm just supposed to be like, oh yeah, he has depth. He's such a good character. Like, no, you didn't do the work for me to feel this. I need to feel it like throughout. And you just throw that in there in the middle of a season, and this character has depth. No, he doesn't. If I can erase one episode from a character's arc and all that depth is gone, it doesn't matter. It has no weight
Yes,
to me.
it's the fact that like I'm not we're not about to even get into this. Let's go to the next subject. There's no like if you, the point that you there's no point.
Yo, turn about to get pissed off, y'all.
Like, I'm not about to get upset. I'm not about to argue with this with you and these people.
No, man. I like to
Thing
break
not
this
involved.
shit
No,
down.
next subject. It don't matter.
Okay, well, in other news, I was perplexed when he posted that story about the 2 billion yen that they had invested into Solo Leveling. And I was like, that don't even sound right. That sounds stupid as hell. Then I did the math. That's about 1.5 million. Season
You
two of
didn't have
Demon
to do
Slayer.
that. You said it in the post.
No, I went and did the math and broke it down for Demon Slayer in season two. Their episodes cost about 900,000, like 700,000 to 900,000. And I stretched that out. I'm like, okay, so that makes sense. They can do that. And I think with the lack of story and lack of characters, telling characters, if they use that type of
I thought we
money
were
for
going
the
to the next
animation,
subject about.
no, if they use that type of money for the animation, I think Soul Leveling could be that shit, and I'll be tapped into it. But we can move on to the next subject. So, what you want? What you want? You want New Saga? You want Water Magician? We on anime, y'all. We on anime, y'all. What
I
kind
like
if we need
this
to?
saga as it's just enjoyable to me.
Yo, there be times I want to talk about New Saga, and I would like want to post about it. And I'm like, ugh, nobody's watching this. It's so basic. It's so like the animation is not crazy. The story is not crazy. The art style is not insane. But I like it for real, for real. I like it a lot. Day comes out,
I
I'm
said
watching
this
New Saga.
mad times before. I don't need every show I watch to be up for an Oscar.
I
I
got
just
you.
need it to be entertaining. Everything doesn't have to be, oh my God, this was so animated, so crazy. This is a Picasso of animation. I don't need a Shakespeare story. I don't need that every time. I promise you I don't. I just need, is it just coherent enough for me to enjoy it? Good.
That's no, I'm with you there, bro. I'm with you there. I thoroughly enjoy this shit, top to bottom. I enjoy every single character, every single backstory. The amount of time they give to every backstory, it feels like a home. Like I feel really comfortable here, and this is exactly like what I want to see when I watch this shit. So yeah, check that out. New Saga, really good fantasy anime. Water Magician. This is one of those characters. Isekai, overpowered. He's that dog, and he's just such a nice nigga. But it feels so wholesome. Like it taps into free Ren vibes a little bit, tad bit, but very much different. But I really enjoy this anime. When they got to the dungeon shit, man, I was like, I was locked. I was pissed. I
I
needed
like
more.
Water Magician, but it's like, I like it a lot, but it's one bad episode away from being some shit that I catch when I catch it.
Catch me. Oh no, I'm day one. I'm day one on
I
that
haven't been
joint.
watching it since day one, but I went back and watched the first episode over again. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, this is good. This is passable, but it's like all it takes is one bad episode and it's just gonna crumble.
Well, it took 3 episodes to get interesting. It took 3 episodes to get interesting, which is not bad for me because I'm gonna give it 3 or 4 regardless. And I was locked in, and it hasn't dipped at all. If anything, it ramps up every episode. Yeah, I don't care how. And see, this is what I'm saying. Not to piss you off. I don't care how easily the main character dispatches his enemies. Like if I'm looking at Soul Leveling, that's not. I don't even know how to explain it. I need more words. It just feels good. It just feels good. I don't know. It just feels good for me. Watermelon just feels very good.
I watch a lot of Isekai where I watched the Isekai the past season where his powers was instant death. He could literally kill anything. So I mean, like the main character being easily to kill anybody is not really the problem. It's just like it's something about the story and animation that makes me go, that's like too bottom of the barrel with the it's so bad I can't ignore it.
Mhm.
I just turned off what's that? The Demon Swords Master on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I've been letting that simmer. After they took that little break, I'm gonna let it
It's
fester a
been
little
all
bit.
right, but it's like for like the past 2-3 episodes, I feel like damn the animation has gotten worse and worse. And this was like this past episode was like the final straw. It's like, okay, here it is. I
Oh,
was like,
don't tell me that.
this story is good. And like what I mean by like bad animation, I mean by like two or
Missing
three
frames.
steps up from the end after the beginning. It
Uh,
wasn't slide silly, but it was like, okay, this is like what happened to the production? Where'd the money go?
the
You
budget,
started off
bro.
even like the most basics of fights were still like fluid enough. And now it's just like really chunky, like
Don't say that
choppy.
because I was about to fight Lando on Facebook about this anime, nigga.
I mean, not these past few episodes. This past one, I just turned off. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, what happened? What's going on here?
There's another fire new episode on. I mean, another fire anime on Amazon that nobody's talking about. Forgot the name of it. I'll get to it next episode. We'll talk about it. Yo, speaking of Isekai though, what's your opinion on Anmayu Titan? How you say that shit?
Yo,
Yes, like that anime is all over the place. And at the same time, I know exactly what's going on. And at the same time, it's like it's ramping up at a point like this shit is kind of heat because it was interesting at first, and then it dipped down to like what the fuck is going on, and they're just throwing a bunch of shit out there, and then now I'm like really peaked, but it's still like they're throwing a lot of stuff in the story, and but watching every week, bro, watching every week.
I watch it every week, but it's like it went from like those first few episodes where it was like, okay, this could be something, and then it quickly fell off the rails for me. Like the surprise, like the reveal twist in the last episode,
Wasn't
it didn't even
surprising.
surprise me. I was just like, oh, okay.
You know, the entire time I knew that. Spoiler alert! I knew that the main pretty boy, long haired guy was not the bad guy, obviously, and it was gonna be some fucking sneak in the middle of it. The only thing that I'm wondering is, are they in a computer game or not?
Listen, bro, like I said, I just at this point, I'm just like, when homie was start talking about the 100 worlds, and then this episode where she was like, I'm evil, I'm like a different personality. I'm like,
It
but
wasn't surprising, but it
I was like,
wasn't
oh,
like
right, then I guess.
it wasn't
Like
surprising,
I
but it
felt
was
nothing
exactly
about
that.
the
It was like, oh,
betrayal.
okay.
It was a betrayal, and I was like, all right, cool, damn.
And if it wasn't for some of the badass CGI when he transforms, it might get a little more praise from it.
The CJ, I don't even think the CGI is that bad.
When he runs, you hear that sound and it irritates the fuck. Yeah, it's so different from all the other sounds. I pay attention to weird shit. I'm sorry, but I pay attention to weird shit, and it's so off-putting from the rest of the sounds. It doesn't feel like it's in the same texture. Like they created this at the same time. I don't know. Somebody out there feels me. Whatever.
It's not. I said the sound quality is different from the CGI and what it looked like.
Yeah,
It's just weird. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I watch it every week. It's just not something that's to write home about. If it doesn't get a season two, I'll be like, I won't be hurt.
I will not miss it. I won't even notice until somebody brings it up. You know what I have dropped, and I'm not inside. I don't give a fuck. On the outside, I feel like I'm not one of the cool anime guys. I dropped Lord of Mysteries, bro. I dropped it hard, bro.
Then
I dropped it hard body, dog. Because I feel like when I get home after work and I want to watch some shit, I don't want to have to fall asleep and then rewatch it in the morning every single time. So much lore. Lore. 2% of I actually moved a finger and I just be falling asleep. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on, but
because you was lagging.
well, all right. I was saying with Lord of Mysteries, it's so heavily lore based. I'm falling asleep every night when I watch that shit, and I gotta rewatch. And it's interesting as fuck, but at the same time, it's boring. But then it looks way prettier than anything I could ever see. But then at the same time, I don't know. I'll get to it, but I'm like, fuck, I feel like I should be watching it, but I'm not. And I was like, this could be one of the animes of the year. Somehow it just ended up falling to the wayside. Well, hold up. Turtle got disconnected. But we was talking about Lord of the Mysteries. I believe this is Korean based. Definitely check it out. It's drama fantasy. There's dub and sub. I believe there were 11 episodes out. I probably stopped watching around episode 5 or 6. So definitely tap in if you want a really deep story and deep lore anime. And it suits those purposes and those people that definitely want to fucking tap into one of those things. Hold on, let me 1 second. I gotta get Turtle back online. I gotta get Turtle back online. So where was that? Oh yeah, we was talking about Lord of Fantasies. A lot of magic base, a lot of colors, a lot of volume. You'll enjoy it if you like slow burns and you want to understand a good story. And the fucking animation is amazing. It's fucking amazing. You can watch that shit and not know what the fuck is going on and still be entertained. But for me that likes to micro dissect different mediums, I feel like I have to be so tapped in to the storyline and know exactly every single plot point. And Lord of Mysteries is, as the name suggests, mystery. It leaves me to a point to where sometimes if I'm not in the mood to turn my brain off, I can't fully digest and enjoy the anime. I will get back to it though. I definitely will get back to it because it looks like it's one of trying to see if my boy Turbo gonna pop back up or I'm gonna do this podcast by myself. What's happening? All right. I wanted to talk about Togi and Anki, but I'm gonna pause on that. I might wait for Turtle to pop back in and come back in. Maybe his phone died. I don't know what happened, or he lost some service. You know, he got boost mode. But it's plenty of anime other like he that came out. Clevitis. This is one of the probably the most popular fantasy anime that has been out this year. If y'all not tapped into this, we if we was potting these last couple weeks, we definitely would have been talking about this week in and week out for sure, for sure. It's got your dark beast, it's got your adventure, it's got your royal bloodlines, it got your magic, it got your niggas that don't know what magic is. It's complete vibes, bro. Masterful. You got your female heroine, and we're seeing a resurgence, not even a resurgence, an emergence of female main characters lately. And experts say that the female-led anime is going to take over the Isekai genre, which I'm fully for. Like, let's do it. Let's get these bitches in action. You feel me? But we got a really dope ass female MC, and she's leading the cause and trying to save the world. Y'all should tap into that one. I won't give any spoilers to that. I think we might have talked about it a little bit. Probably my mind's a little messed up. Talk about it in the group chat a lot. But for sure, for sure. Let me pause this real second. What's that TikTok dance? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back. Episode 62, Neighborhood Ninjas. Yo, Turtle dropped off. He got Boost Mobile Wireless, so that nigga Wi-Fi is garbage.
Terrible.
Poor people. Hide the money, y'all. Poor people are around.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I got my man Jack Harlow in this bitch. Stop playing. That's actually Kimmer. Kimmer with a 3 for the E. You feel me?
You know
Yo.
what I'm saying? Mr. Harleem Harlow over here.
Hey. I like how you leaned into it, man. I like how you leaned into it. Gotta lean into it.
It's kind of catchy. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta get a little bit more curls though. You got a little more curls.
Man, that was my biggest mistake, I think, 3 years ago, is cutting my curls off because I wanted to try something different. It's because, like, back then, as a, just so people on the podcast, if you're an audio only, right, I'm white. So it was like the typical white haircut to have the curls. So I was like, I need to switch it up from being a typical white boy. But now I'm looking back,
Well,
I'm like, fuck, I kind of wish I still had them.
look, man, we have an opening in this space. Travis Kelce, he left the black community. He went back white. So, like, the space, you're right there, man. Just jump back right in.
I might have to. Damn.
Oh man, yeah. So new Jack Kelsey. We'll just put it together. Now I'm playing. You got his own name, Cameron. Fuck with him on the games. We still gotta play Marvels together. Marvel Rivals together. We still gotta tap into that.
Yeah, bro.
I recently started getting some time back playing that game a little bit. Before Turtle hopped off, we talked about Fantastic Four, we talked about Superman, we talked about Soul Leveling, Free Ren, Water Magician, we talked about New Saga, we talked about we didn't talk about Dandadan. We were supposed to. We did it. Maybe next week. But I was talking about Clevitus, which is probably regarded as the best fantasy anime out right now.
I would assume so. Because I don't think you can count Dan to the Danis fantasy. I don't think you can count like any of the other genres because all the other genres are either isekai or just like based in their own like not really fantasy type world. So like
shit, I got Dandadan in romance more than anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I could see that. Kind of like a romance thriller in a way.
Romance thriller, I fuck with that. Romance supernatural.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes. So like I hate it. I hate when I'm watching that shit on my phone and I'm laying belly down on the bed with my feet up and I'm like slightly giggling and my girl walk in like, what's she laughing at? Like, let's just watch these little 16-year-olds fall in love.
Bro, I be catching myself with like a smirk. I'm like, this is kind of cute. Wait, I'm a grown man. What the fuck?
Hold up. Put your shoulders up, dog. Come on,
damn,
now.
what the hell is? What's that? Is that a cat? Damn, something in my throat.
Is that love?
Damn. I'm like, this shit really catchy, and like, it just makes me like really hope that because I honestly haven't read the Dan the Dawn manga. I want to because I am a manga reader, but like I think it's one of those where I want to watch as it comes out. You know what I mean? It's one of those where if I read the manga, like I just won't get.
The last 3 episodes have been so heavily music based. I'm sure the manga's fire, but there's no way you can get that other side of this medium, that depth with the music and the dancing and the 1-2. Like it was really good these last 3 episodes, man. Like it's a different, to each their own. It's different stories, so you can watch both and get different things from it. I'm sure, but the Dan it's been great. It's been a really cute season.
It's been a great watch. The season's been really good. I like the pacing. So I actually wanted to like look it up to see what they like have it under, and it's romantic comedy, supernatural fantasy, like teen comedy, dark comedy.
We on point.
So no, like I really like it. We can talk about it next week when the Turtle's back because I know he would love to watch it or talk about it.
He's a reader, I believe, as well.
I'm watching some like clip, and that is not. I don't even know what I'm watching right now. That is not. I don't think that's down to whatever clip I was just watching. But no, yeah, Clevis.
You on Pornhub, bro?
Oh, I was on IMDb, and that was not.
Yo, the granny scene. So come on now, it might be fire.
You know what I'm saying? Those are one of those. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm fully listening. I'm tapped in, bro.
All right. No, Clevis. So, did you guys talk about it at all, or were you just about to start?
No. He signed off, and then whatever point I was in, I just had to transition a little bit. Then I paused it. But is it Clevitus, whatever it is, man?
I honestly, I think it's Clevitus. I haven't I don't know because I know I listened to like the Japanese version of them saying it, and they say it too fast for me to understand it.
Bro, we talked about Gucci Kata earlier, and I was saying how like I made a post on Facebook earlier. I was like, I got practice. This shit's so fire. I got to talk about it in real life now. I got to practice how to say this shit, and I don't know. Like I'm gonna say how I'm gonna say it, but I'll probably sound how like Americans say like Spanish words and sound like super dumb in the other language. Like I know Japanese people like this nigga. You
So
feel me?
how did you pronounce that?
Gucci Kata, Gucci Kata, right?
I call. Hold on, I'm signing in right now because I want to make sure that
I gotta look at.
like
I
I
gotta
gotta
look for
read
word.
it to say it. So
Yeah, me
I
too.
call it. Where is it? Where is it? U history. It's got to be on here.
Gucci Kuta,
I
Gucci Kuta,
I call it I call it Gachi Akuta.
Gotcha Kuta. Okay, one of us is right, or both
I
of us is
don't know
wrong.
how to say it. Though. I don't know how to say it.
Okay, who
Gachi
fucking knows?
Akuta. That's the only thing I can like. That's just what my mind like. My mind splits it into two different words with the Gachi and the Akuta. But I just think I'm still saying it wrong.
Just Gotcha Kuta. Yeah, it was heat. It was heat. But Clevitus, man, I think this is really fire. Uh, I don't really have much else to say about it. I saw someone else mad about Clevitus not being more of a forefronting um force in the anime. And I'm like, you're just not really understanding what this anime is. It's not about
No,
that.
I agree. I think people want more action. I think that's what it is. And it's like, um, it's not. I just don't think people like it because it's not like current gen anime. You know what I mean? It's not like main character super kind of badass, kind of has a falling out. It's got to do something
I'll
dope. No, this is
I'll
more
take
focused.
that
I don't
point.
think people realize the main character isn't that blonde chick. It's the Dark Beast himself is the main character.
Okay.
Like
All right,
that's
two
just my
things.
perspective. He's trying to learn about the humans. Like yes, the blonde chick is like the main person that we go through, but I just think that the Dark Beast, that Clevetis, his name, is the protagonist of this. Well, like, you know what I mean? The whatever pro anti tag.
Antagonist.
He's
Okay,
the
so
main character. Like he's the MC of the thing. I you know what I mean? That's just my opinion though.
so I would say to that, I would think that the blonde chick girl is the main character, but the story revolves around Cletus. Actually, this is all right. Hmm. If I'm
Right?
looking
You know
at the
what I'm
right
saying? Right? It's mainly about him
or
trying to learn about the humans.
third part, depending how long this anime could run, could this also be a story of the young prince?
Hmm.
Depending on how
Prince.
long the anime could run.
Let me do some.
Because when I'm doing this new thing where I like to ask myself, what is the story telling me? What is the artist trying to do to me? Trying to get me to feel? Is so I look at it. I can look at it in many different ways. Is it coming from a perspective of these are heroes and this is how heroes should act, or this is a world of heroes and this is a dark beast making his story, or is this a world of heroes and dark beast and this little prince is going to grow up to be the king of it all?
Hmm.
That's why I'm trying to juggle this shit, and it all depends on how long this shit's going to run. Like, where is
Well,
it going to go forward?
if I'm gonna be honest with you, with the research that I just did, bro, we might only be getting one season of this.
What?
There's only 29 chapters out.
Bro, you shouldn't even told me that. That kind of pissed me off.
Like, I feel like there's other mangas that could be getting made animes that have more like chapters. Like, it's that one that people were hyping up at first. It was it's about the guy with like the sword, and he is like trying to find. He's trying to like essentially the story revolves around him being a swordsman, and he's trying to find all the other like ancient swords because they carry like powers, and he wants to collect them all because of his backstory. It was like a huge like manga. I'm going to Shonen Jump right now, just because I know I'll find it. But like everyone was making like actual edits of it, and it was just a manga. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, "Oh my god, an anime's coming out! This shit just dropped." Like that, I think has like a Kachi of or Kagura Bachi.
Is that the one with the dude with the leather black long coat?
Yeah, and the red eyes, and he has the fucking like Yami looking
Okay.
sword. Bro,
Yo,
that has
shit got
92 chapters. They could have made that. You know what I'm saying?
No. That shit's so wild because I remember last year when that shit first dropped, it was like one chapter was out, and like it was like this is the brand new anime of the year, and like
Yeah.
it got so meta to where like I didn't know. All right, so first of all, we need a American centralized hub for anime news that we can trust, because every anime news that we get is from third parties, and or you're just looking at fucking scribble scrabbles to us as Americans, and we don't know what's real news. We don't know what's fucking fake. We're just waiting for the anime to come out. You feel me? So
Mhm.
like you can say whatever the fuck, or you can animate whatever the hell. We're gonna eat it up, and then we're like, oh shit, that manga dropped last year. There's no way this anime is continuing. How do we know what's coming, what's going, what's actually mattering to the fucking culture? Now, that shit pisses me off, man. It's like rumors fly with anime. This is coming out next month. This is coming out next year. What? Shit's just flying by. It's wild out here. But
Yeah.
Clevis has 90 chapters. I'm sure
No,
they're
no,
taking
29. Clevis has 29. And I'm going to be honest with you, with the ones that they've animated, they're already on
That's
chapter
it.
like 13, 14. Because I haven't watched the latest one, and I'm looking right now. I'm on like chapter 15, and I'm like, I've seen this in the anime already.
That kind of pisses me off.
That kind of like, I
That
just feel like I needed to do that type of research just to look, just to see, because. But yeah, there's only 20. I mean, the 29th chapter just dropped like today. It's what I'm seeing.
and they made the decision to make an anime out of it, knowing damn well I was gonna be bitching on Facebook about this next week.
Yeah, that's
Fucking assholes, bro.
crazy.
Fucking
I feel like there's so
assholes.
many other choices they could have done, and doesn't make sense because then we're not going to get another season for 5 years.
No, that means we're never getting another season, bro. By the
We,
time
we
they
won't.
get so far ahead to have enough material to animate more, because nowadays we don't get anime where they divert from the manga, like say like a Full Metal Alchemist or something like that. They don't
No,
do that anymore.
they don't do that
So
anymore
now
because they
they'll
know
just
better.
stop.
It's because they know better.
They'll just stop and just say fuck you. Like Chainsaw Man. That shit hit. And it was like, maybe one day. Oh, that kind of pissed me off. All right, so fuck Clevises. What else? You up on Togen Anki, right?
Yeah. I just finished watching that latest episode, and man,
Is
I
this
feel
not
like
the
people.
most mid interesting anime you've ever seen, bro?
It makes me not want to watch it, but then I'm like, bro, I kind of need to watch the next episode.
I kind of need to watch it, right?
I just need to see what happens. I know what's gonna happen, but I just need to see it.
It's like, okay, I've seen everything. If you just wrote on paper what this anime is about, I've seen a million, not a million, maybe 100. Okay, I've seen 100 anime like this. I know exactly what's going to happen. It's uninspiring. Nothing is new. It feels so rehearsed. The CGI is weird as fuck in weird places, but I keep watching it the day it drops, and it irritates me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like they took Blue Exorcist and they smashed it up with like Tokyo Ghoul or something. I don't
A
know,
little
man.
bit, yeah. I can see
And
that
then on
for
top
sure.
of that, the blood is nasty.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
The blood is
I'm not.
nasty, and I'm not a squeamish guy, but the blood is nasty.
I'm not a fan of it. There's too much. Like, it's
And
just too much.
the main character is so lame, bro.
He is. He has the potential to be like this fucking badass. He just
I feel like he's just not important.
no, not as much as we thought he was supposed to be.
I don't like an MC that's not important.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a lot missing from him.
Like, you ain't gotta be Naruto. You ain't gotta be Ichigo. You ain't gotta be a, a prophesized savior or bloodline goat. You don't have to be, but you have to be interesting enough to where if I see the whole cast, I know that's him. If I see the whole cast of Togen, I don't know who the fuck the main character is. I don't know who's
No,
important.
no.
It's just no difference between anybody.
Uh,
The only
I can
character I
name.
care about. Go ahead.
I was just say I can name 5 like characters from like not high end shows that you know is a main character and are badass right now, and he wouldn't come to my mind. Like
Never.
Sakura from fucking Windbreaker. That's one. You know, if you look through the
Hmm.
thing, you know he's the main character. You have a feeling.
There has to
Like,
be an emphasis on the main. The main thing is the main thing, bro.
and that's what actually like. I know, like we talk a lot about Windbreaker and stuff, but just giving it praise, like you can have side characters that look dope, but still have that main emphasis of the main character, and that's missing from this anime.
Outside of the first 3 episodes of his backstory with his father, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like,
Like,
it gripped me the first two episodes gripped me. And after that I was like,
bro's
I guess.
already in training. Like, you know what I mean? That just
And then
it
you got
doesn't.
this lame ass sensei on roller skates, bro. I'm not feeling it.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not feeling it, but like I'm still gonna watch it because of one reason I'm not gonna mention.
Well, no, we know what you're talking about.
But we can leave that for like later discussions. You know what I'm saying? We could see how it plays out.
Hey, nah. I hold on. Are we on the same page here?
I hope so.
Okay, what are you talking
I'm talking about little Shoddy.
about? Yeah, let's go.
I'm talking about
No,
little
big
Shoddy.
shawty.
Yeah, you
That's
know what I'm
big mama.
saying?
That's big mama. That's
You know,
big. Yo, you must not have seen my post because I posted pictures of her on Facebook and I was like, yo, a lot of y'all women can learn a lot about how to treat a man from her.
facts. That's the plot we're watching for, essentially.
Amen. I'm here for the titties. Yo, that last episode where the ugly was swinging her around and there was up close shots of her ass cheeks and her titties.
That was the fan service of fan service, bruh.
I was like, all right, so
That was
you
some
know
kill
your
la kill
viewer.
shit right there.
It's me. I'm the viewer.
I ain't complaining. There ain't complaints on
I'm
this
not
side.
mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Only thing I'm mad about
I'm
is
just
the
mad that she
CGI
got
nigga.
playing around like that, maybe a little bit, but you know what I mean? She didn't have to get done like that. But
No, but
the shots that gave
then
us any of that,
then he stomped her face in like for 3 minutes.
I
I
ain't gonna
was
lie, I
like,
kinda laughed. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda laughed.
no, I think I was going to laugh, and then my son walked in, and I was like, hey, hold on, real quick, go out, get out the room, please. This
Oh,
is
she
not
was
how we
getting her
treat
shit
women.
stomped in, bruh.
This is not how we treat women, bro. I can't have them exposed to that yet. Yet.
Oh, that was so bad.
No. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna continue watching. It's just I gotta emphasize I watch a lot. So just because I'm watching doesn't mean it's the greatest of things. It's interesting, but it's just it has that butt in it. A lot of but
Like I said, I'm not complaining.
not complaining. Um, before we get out of here, because I know you coming on the tail end of things. I know you've been busy and shit. What else you been tapped into, bro?
Honestly, I have been tapped into a lot of that new Marvel coming out. Marvel Zombies trailer dropped today, and that actually looks really good. We get Blade Moon Knight.
I saw Blade fucking not decapitate, but like completely like surgeon strike Ghost in a trailer.
Yeah,
That shit was phenomenal.
that was Blade Moon Knight. That they're combined.
Okay, because I was looking at, I was like, he looks different. I'm not sure what kind of Blade this is.
That's Blade Moon Knight. Yeah.
Okay, school me. What's Blade Moon Knight and what's just what makes
Okay,
the difference in?
so Blade is Blade and Moon Knight is Moon Knight, but Moon Knight can is kind of like a Venom where he can take over souls. Like he can take over other people's bodies
Okay,
and
so
kind
it's
of
two characters in one.
yes. So like if Moon Knight wanted to, it could be Moon Knight. Moon Knight could go into Spider-Man's body and it'd be Moon Knight Spider-Man. Like there's been a bunch of different Moon Knight collab. Let me look it up for you real quick. Moon Knight.
Okay, well, he got some training. Oh, that's a fire Miles Morales fucking helmet you got in the back, bro.
Yeah, that's the popcorn bucket that when the
That's the
second
popcorn bucket?
yeah, I'll bring it up. So when the second one came out,
Holy shit, I would have got that. They did not offer that in the theaters I went to. I swear to God. And I saw it opening week.
yeah, so he's called Blade Knight,
Okay.
and it's a zombie. It's like a zombie, the zombie hunter version.
Okay. I'm
So
tapped
that'll be
in,
cool.
bro.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's flip the camera. Hold on. I'll show you the popcorn. How do I flip my camera? Oh, I'll figure it out. Hold on.
Take your time.
I can't flip my camera. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that,
Oh yeah, I see.
but that's what we getting in Marvel Zombies. So, I grab my helmets. Yeah, I got both.
What the fuck? That's heat. That was the popcorn bucket?
Yeah, for when the second movie came out, I believe. I believe it was the second movie.
Oh, tap if you audio only, tap into the fucking video, bro. This is fire right here, friends.
Yeah, I had to pick these up. I had to. I was like, I was there. I had the money. I know people might not like. They're saying some people might say it's a waste of money, but I like my
No,
collectibles.
the Galactus is fire, dog.
I like my
That's
I like my collectibles, and if I got the money, I'm gonna spend it.
no. You won. You won, dog. For real shit. That Galactus helmet is insane.
It's it's way bigger in person than like you actually think. Like it's fucking
No, because
it,
when I saw it online, I said, that's cool. I did not know it was gonna be fucking life sized.
yeah. It's as big as my torso. So like
Fuck,
it's
that's heat, bro.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna clip this up. That's heat. That's heat. That's going on the page.
I have to get my collectibles. I'm a nerd. I gotta brace it. Type shit.
Here I go. I just got a new Naruto
Okay.
and Hinata. That's my new additions.
Hey, I fuck with that though. That's tough. I fuck with Funkos.
Yeah, I keep them in the back.
I think that's
Yo,
like my
so
black. I'm gonna say like my newest pickup, other than like the Wolverine popcorn bucket and cut.
all right, so obviously I cannot slip, and the next one I have to get a popcorn.
You have to. Next one I think is Doom or Spider Man. Spider Man.
Which one come? Spider
I
Man
think the
comes
next
out.
MCU movie is Spider-Man coming out next year.
Well, is that an MCU movie?
Yeah, because it'll go. Yeah, because originally it was gonna go Doomsday, Spider-Man, Secret Wars, but then they changed it to make this more of like a grounded Spider-Man, like he's just fighting people in New York instead of like
Oh,
aliens.
yo, we never talked about that. It's gonna be Spider Man versus Punisher versus Hulk, I believe.
See, that's where it gets interesting because I don't know if you know, but guess who got announced to also probably help out Spider-Man, who's currently in New York.
You're not saying Daredevil.
No, not Daredevil. There's a rumor he's still gonna be in it because of the events of after Daredevil,
I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's
but
happening.
just it's just think the movie just came out.
Oh, hold
She's
on.
blonde.
Not Sentry.
She's blonde.
She's blonde. MCU, New York, old character,
She just battled Sentry.
not Black Widow.
Black Widow's sister.
Well, the new Black Widow.
Yeah, the new Black Widow. Yeah, she got casted for Spider-Man.
So she's gonna whip his ass and turn him into a demon.
I think so. No, so what everyone's like super hyped because the person directing this is the one who directed Shang-Chi. So he's gonna like the fight scenes are going to be badass.
Oh,
We're
it's
gonna
gonna be
have
hand to
a
hand
bunch of
combat.
different. That's what I'm saying. We have Hulk, fucking, and I'm hearing reports we're gonna get Rage Hulk, like the
Okay,
Gray Hulk.
and that's where I get weary because you said it's gonna be grounded because you had Punisher in it. But if you have a Hulk going berserk, I don't know how it translates. But
So
also, you telling me that we got Scarlet Witch and not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. I would love to see Black Widow fight Punisher, bro. Oh
me
my
too.
god. Ooh.
So I'm on TikTok quite a bit. I wish I wasn't, but shout out Sammy J. I watch a lot of him. I don't know if you know who he is. He does a lot of theories and he does a lot of like finding information and just cooking because he has a lot of knowledge of MCU,
Mhm.
DCU. So shout out him, giving me all of this information too. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know a lot of this stuff for sure. But Scorpion's in it. Um, he's the main villain, and we're getting the Scorpion from the first Spider-Man in the credit scene. He's casted as it,
The
and
black one or what's his face? Was middle aged white dude balding
no, that was fuck, that's not Scorpion. That was Vulture.
oh you're right, you're
The
right, you're right, you're right.
the one with the scar, the Mexican looking one. I forget his name. They were in the prison at the end scene, and he said, "Oh, hello, hello." Did he just die on me? Am I the only one in here? Chat. I think we broke Mac. Well, I'm not too sure what to do here. Is he gonna join back? There he is. That was weird. Can you hear me?
Yeah, my bad. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'll edit that little part out. I can't even fucking see you right now.
Huh. I can see you. That's weird.
Okay, we good then.
But
If you can
no,
see
yeah,
me.
so where it's gonna be like a more grounded Oh, it's reconnecting me again. It's all good. We'll get this figured out real quick.
Okay, I see you.
Okay,
Are
can you
we
see
good?
me?
Yeah, we good.
All right, bet. But 3, 2. But yeah, no, they're gonna make it more of like a grounded, like a gang war type of deal.
Okay,
Of like where Spider-Man's gonna need help. There's like I forgot who else was like announced, but there's like 3 other villains supposedly
Mr.
supposed to be.
Negative. I heard Mr. Negative with the gang shit and the Asians and all that.
I
He's
heard
coming.
Mr. Negative is not gonna be in it. That's like one of the, I think, confirmed things.
Confirmed?
Yeah. But hold on, let me give you some hope. Let me give you some hope. Let them cook. The
Mm-hmm.
person who's playing Scorpion posted a Marvel comic book cover, right? Like they normally do, how these people try to tease things, right?
Yeah.
It was Scorpion getting Venom. So what we're thinking is Scorpion's going to team up with Venom and get the Venom symbiote from wherever it is in that MCU. And then cuz let me this is just me cooking now just because everything's starting to brain blast in my head.
Mm-hmm.
From shout out Shemi J for inspiring a lot of this.
And Jimmy
So
Neutron.
Scorpion gets his suit, right? Gets kind of, gets the things, Spider-Man has to team up with Punisher and Yelvana, Black Widow, to beat him. But what I think happens is Peter gets inspired by the Venomite, right? Takes it. We get the movie ends, right? The movie ends teasing people of Peter getting like the suit, right?
We got 3.
We get
It's
it,
a 3-movie trilogy, so come on.
right? There's rumors, and obviously we can't have Secret Wars without Spider-Man. In the comics, we first see Black Suit Spider-Man in Secret Wars. I think we get a credit scene of Secret Wars happening at the end of Brand New Day with Tom Holland in his black Spider-Man Venomite suit.
Okay. So that makes perfect sense because I was very high on Fantastic Four. I thought that the Fantastic Four was the foot. And when that toe drops, that toe is going to be Doomsday. That didn't happen in Fantastic Four. So we need another movie to lead us into Doomsday. If that's the case, and then Spider-Man is going to be that last toe, that makes perfect fucking sense. That makes perfect fucking sense.
We kind of get it, like spoilers to people who haven't watched it, in the end credit scene, in the mid
Yeah,
credit
but
scene.
you need a little bit more. You need a little bit more.
That's where I think instead of the Doomsday, we're gonna get the Secret Wars clip. Like they're gonna fuck with us because obviously we need Doomsday before Secret Wars, but they're gonna give us the Secret Wars tease at the end of Spider-Man instead of Doomsday, and I think
Okay, I'm on board.
now
I'm
it
on
would
board.
make more sense to have a Doomsday clip, but I just don't think Spider-Man's gonna be in Doomsday. I think he's gonna be more of a role in Secret Wars. Like, if he does have a role in Doomsday, I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be very minimal. Like,
No, it's going to be minimal, but we have to think spanning from Doomsday to Secret Wars, we're going to have at least 12 teams of heroes and villains. 12.
yep.
Which is insane, bro. I swear we're eating. We're living in fucking paradise.
We are about to eat, and then everything resets. They're resetting after Secret Wars. And we're going to get actual X-Men. Like, the Fantastic Four's obviously going to not, like, reset, but, like, we're going to actually get the new X-Men, the new, like, Young Avengers. Like, we're going to get, like, the actual meet and greet of everything after Secret Wars, which I think we've all been waiting
It's gonna
for.
be Avengers. It's gonna be New Avengers. It's gonna be Young Avengers. It's gonna be X-Men, Fantastic Four. I am throwing it out there. Inhumans. Marvel will try to redeem itself with Inhumans.
I agree.
I got like 3 more other teams, and I don't
Well,
even know who the fuck else.
I think they announced that like the next phase is there's gonna be the the Eternals, like space power shit like that. There's gonna be like the Blade, like more horror, like gory supernatural side of the
Don't get me
MCU, like
started on Blade, bro.
Tito and all that.
Don't piss me
And
off.
then what was the other one? I think the other one was like more grounded. I'm not too sure, but like we could actually start getting like more side projects. Like hopefully we get Blade. Hopefully, we get like more Marvel Zombies type shit. You know,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
I
see.
think we get a Wonder Man series at the end of the year.
Oh, what?
Wonder Man? I think that's what his name is.
Oh, Wonder Man comes out in 3 months.
Yeah. So I
Which
don't really know much about Wonder Man, so I'm going in blind. So we'll see what happens.
Wonder Man ties directly into WandaVision and Agatha
Oh, that's
because
perfect.
in the comics, Wonder Man is created from the body. He has hold on. It's Vision, it's Tony Stark, and somebody else that creates Wonder Man. Yeah, but it's all interconnected. It's magic and science, biology, all put together. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's gonna be really weird with Wonder Man. I'm not sure where this is fucking going. Like just outside the race swap, the origin story is like really choppy right now from what we know. So it's up in the air. I'm definitely tapped in. I don't know where it's going, but I'm definitely tapped in.
Yeah,
And
it's saying
hopefully they
that
bring back Moon Knight.
he was a villain that fought the Avengers, and then uh after the series events was reborn as a superhero, joining the team he originally fought. So that is going to be interesting.
In the comics, I believe his brother was killed indirectly by the Avengers. More directly by himself, but indirectly by the Avengers. And he goes on a revenge mission powered by maybe Doom or some other evil villain, but he's created from a Tony Stark experiment or something like that, and Vision is involved with cells, and somebody else's brain is involved, and that's how Wonder Man's created. I can't really remember too much about it, but I'm all the way tapped in. I'm honest because the actor is phenomenal. The actor is fucking amazing. He can act
Yeah,
his ass off in any different type of genre. It doesn't fucking matter.
that's
He's
what I'm
one and done.
excited.
So it's just how they fucking use him. Because I forget he got like some African name or something like that. But he's
Yeah,
a
I just seen
fucking
it, and I'm not
great.
even gonna try to pronounce it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not fucking it up.
I'm good. I'm not having y'all come at me in the comments. It's Wonder Man. He's Wonder Man.
Wonder Man, that's it. That's it. But the thing about it is they leaked so much information about him just being an actor in the show and not being an actual superhero. So it's really confusing on the direction of where the show's going.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think next week, depending on what time, I should be free. Most of my stuff starts next Thursday, Friday. So, we could start with Marvel talk and then get into all the other stuff with Turtle.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
I'm with it because there's a
But
lot on our plate coming up.
we got it cooking, and we got lots to just catch up on for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
We've been out the fucking loop for real. Anything else you want to fucking talk about? Because I've been at the end of the rope. We done started, stop. I gotta stop this bitch up.
No, yeah, no. Let's we'll call it. I don't got much to say. Because the more I talk, we'll stay here for 2 more hours. We'll save that for the next pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The longer we talk, the more of an ass beating I'm gonna get from my girl. And she Latina. They like to stab niggas. You know,
Right. I told my girl 10 minutes. It's been 40. So
you feel me, dog? It's been 2
we'll see what
hours.
happens.
Yo, but I appreciate you hopping in on me, bro. We gotta tap back in and get more closer knit with our shit, man. And I'm back for real. We back for real. I'm locked in, focused with this shit. Let's like get it. Let's get this content out. Let's fucking do it for the love and maybe do it for some money. I don't know, but
We
let's
gotta
get it.
start
We got
posting
we
on
got the people, bro.
TikTok. We gotta start cooking up theories and posting them on TikTok.
That's what I be trying to do, but niggas call me stupid when I want to think.
Hey, if we post on TikTok, eventually it'll go crazy. Cause even the funny moments, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We gonna have our funny moments, bro. Them
Yeah.
Jack Barlow jokes are coming back.
Hey, just know I got a lot. I got a lot cooking too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm tapped in. Yo, plug me in whenever you need me. I'm there for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a sports one going again. So
Yo, uh, we had one episode where I was on, and then I
it
know
just
how
got
it goes.
after that.
I know how it goes.
Got busy. And which
We
honestly, I went back and actually watched it not too long ago, and every single one of our predictions were like right.
um send it to me so I don't have to dig.
I got you.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I was like, yeah, I kind of known you for a while
DJ
now, bro.
Stroud's rookie season
The GOAT
2
of the
years
season.
ago, bro. We're
Yo,
gonna get
did I?
back into it.
Okay. Let's not get it. We're gonna have a whole fantasy podcast. I swear to God. I
I'm with it.
swear, bro.
I'm with it. Let's do it. You know, 30 minutes every week. Just talk about fantasy.
Bam, boom. Okay, let's do it. Sundays.
Just 30 minutes. What's 30 minutes going to do? Talk about fantasy. What's our favorite match for the week? Who's our favorite players going into the week? And then maybe we can even start like a side bet of like uh picks of the week. Like we each like come in with like two different games. Like we wager like let's just say like $10 and do like a pick'ems.
Dope. Oh, we can do a streamers for like defensive, special teams, IDP players. You feel me?
Right.
Say
Like that.
less. Oh, by the way, you shouldn't let me draft for you. Your draft is trash.
Hey, my quarterback and wide receiver core is good. It's everything else is sus.
Um, Mine is really up in the air. Mine could either be middle of the pack or league winner. I
Yeah, and well,
reached for Zaire, the linebacker in Indianapolis Colts. What's his name?
I forget his name.
Had the most tackles last year. But I reached for him in like the 6th round. Nobody else took an IDP for like another 4 rounds. But I'm kind of happy with my draft. I'm all right. We'll see. Fast stream
See,
a
well,
little
most
bit.
of mine was auto pick too, because like my plane was about to take off, and then it got delayed. So I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta hop back in the plane, hop back in the
I
draft."
was surprised. I was like, oh, he's not an auto pick yet.
Yeah, so yeah, we can get into it next pod. I don't want to get into
Mhm.
it now because
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll be here until like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, dog.
facts. And my girl's probably already upset at me.
Oh no, mine is.
All right, y'all. That's it from the Harleem Harlow himself.
All right, man. Yo, Lord Mac and Hat Mac with the Gat Mac with the strap. Turn your back, you will get clapped. I'm the Mac day today. Is Father, you're gonna be your best so as we get up out of here. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm trying to get some coochie, but I probably won't. I'll see y'all next week. Neighborhood Ninjas, episode 62. Shout out to Turtle. We'll be back next week. Was cracking, bro. Stop it.
Later.
You?